Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to do a review today of the Geau Sport Axiom tennis bag. This is Geau Sport's largest tennis bag. They have a few others. I think they have a couple of backpacks. They have a small 3-pack bag. They have a tote bag. But today we're going to go through and do the Axiom. I believe it's called a 9-pack. But the Axiom bag. This behind me is the 1.0 version I've been using for about a year. And down here, I have the 2.0 version, which just recently came out. Today's review, I'm gonna do a little bit more of a comparison because I've been using the 1.0 for about a year. So comparing it to the 2.0, I can talk about some pros and cons, things I did and didn't like, and really give you a good idea of if this is the right bag for you. The bags themselves, the 1.0 and the 2.0, I did buy with my own money. They weren't supplied by the company. And I'm going to do the best I can to review them. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm also traveling this weekend to a state tournament as well as next weekend. So I'm going to take the new bag with me and try it out. And I'll try to give you guys an update when I get back on how it performed and how it worked. First and foremost, this is the Geau Sport Axiom 1.0 bag. I'm going to go through some things I really liked about here and then show you this guy, the 2.0. One, this bag gets a lot of attention when I take it to the courts. You have your racket side over here, you have another racket side over here, 2 rackets max on each side. But the big thing when you go to the court and you open this guy up and everybody sees the shelves and everything else, they're like, oh wow, I need to get one of those. I got a lot of compliments on this bag. The bag itself, the 1.0 comes in a black. Now the 2.0 comes in black and this color as well. I took the liberty to set this up a little bit. You can see the 2.0 bag here. It's I thought it was gonna be more of a bluish gray. I think it really is more of a bluish teal color. I still really like the bag color. It's very unique. It's like bluish, tealish gray. Hopefully you can get a good idea. The sides are a little different too from a color perspective, but we'll get to that in a second. I took the liberty to set it up, so I put the shelves in. The shelves come attached to the side when you first get it, and it's laying flat, so you can space the shelves out. They're movable. But let's jump right into the review. So first thing I noticed when I pulled it out of the bag, my 1.0 bag, this compartment up top is what I probably used the most. Super easy to access, zips just around. Both bags, super high quality zippers. They go all the way around. Now this top here, as you can see, is like all mesh. I loved that about this bag. The inside compartment itself is like a plasticky vinyl material. It's easy to wipe down, super clean, super heavy duty. The entirety of the bag is the ripstop material going around, except for these patches right here of what seemed like just plain nylon. The inside shelves were the nylon as well as you went in. So that was kind of the 1.0 bag. Had a year with this and absolutely loved it. One of the first changes I noticed on the 2.0 bag is that the new top is the ripstop material as well. And if you don't know what ripstop is, I'll try to get a little closer so you can see it. See those hexes? It's a super durable, and it's all over the bag. Super durable, heavy duty material. As you can see, the bag behind me still looks pretty new. I've been banging that thing around for a year now. I play on clay a lot, so it's been dropped. It's been rolling around on the clay. You can just wipe it down with a dry towel. It's been in and out of a truck, thrown through the house. I mean, not through the house, but you know what I mean. But it has been a great bag, durable bag. Honestly, still looks almost brand new. I'm glad they stuck with this. So the outside is all still ripstop. Looks very, very similar. The top though, like I said, the old mesh top, this is the same. It's got the 2 vents, but it's not all mesh. I spoke with Chris, who's the owner of the company and a great guy. I mean, the guy's really focused on making an excellent product. And I think he said he had gotten a couple of returns for this mesh ripping. So we wanted to make it a little more durable, which is the change. I liked it because it was so breathable. I could throw wet clothes in here, everything else. I'll be interested to see how this holds up. It's still the plastic drop down, so you can pick it up and tie it off or put something less in there, leave more room inside for the shelves if you want, or you could drop it way down in there. I mean, you can see my whole elbow is going down in there. It's a good depth. So I'll be interested to see how that holds up, or how that works out with not having the mesh on top. The highlight of this bag, in my opinion, are these shelves. So as we open up the bag here, you can see we've got the shelves. So the shelves themselves are a change this year because now they're that, I guess it's plush material. It's more of like a I don't know what to call it. It's more like clothing, more like cloth. Yeah, cloth, that's perfect. More of a cloth material versus the more nylon material that was easier to wipe down. Again, I'm not sure I'm gonna like that. The old shelves are that nylon material. They were super easy to wipe down. You can see it's on this too. Super easy to wipe down, super easy to get clean or keep clean. I'm not sure how that's gonna hold up in here, but we will see because this is gonna be the start of the new year. The outside rackets. This was my largest complaint about the bag. That bag right there, the 1.0, I use V-Core 98, so they're not the biggest racket in the world, but when I stuck them in, I could never close the top of this bag. I would bring the zipper up and close it right, I'd get to right about here, and the two handles would stick out the back side of that bag. In this bag here, you can see, we open it up. I've already put two of my V-Core 98s in there, and it holds up quite well, super easy to close. These racket compartments are larger now for sure. The valuables pouch here on the side now has a cloth interior and lining. I'll get to something else about that in a second. I just want to also show you here, just for size purposes, I wanted to check it out. I grabbed two larger rackets. So I got the old labor cut version of the Extreme MP, which is a 100 square inch head instead of the 98, just to see how they'd fit in there, and they fit in there fine as well. There was no problem zipping it up, nothing like that. Another major change that you can see right when you pick this bag up is this pocket right here. This pocket sits directly up against the racket pocket. So if you'd put anything in the old bag that was big and bulky in here, it'd make it hard to get the rackets down in there. They've changed this pocket now to more like of an elastic type material. As you can see, it's like an elastic stretchy material. I'll be interested to see how that holds up durability wise. I really like it though, because now the things will push out instead of push in when you put things like string reels or hats or whatever you may put on the outside of your bag to take with you to the tennis court. The other piece that I was going to get to in a second is the new like cloth lined interior. When you look inside of it here, you've also got two pouches for, you know, your cell phone. You got two of them for your cell phone and your keys or whatever you want to put in here. I really wish that would have been made out of, the pouches themselves inside would have been made out of this material too. Just for aesthetics, and it'll hold it in a little bit tighter, and I think I just would have liked it better. But the cloth material still nice. That's an update from the older bag that I don't think had these pouches in it. Let me check. I don't think the older bag had the pouches. No, it did not. It was just kind of a, hey, it's gone. So that'll be nice that you can keep them and find them when you need them. Or find it when you need it. That's what I use as a valuables pouch. Another update that I noticed on this bag was the hook for the, there's a hook that hides right in the middle here that you could just pull out to hook on the fence if you want to hang your bag. So to keep it off the ground. Another great thing about this bag though is it does stand upright. So when you set it down, it stands upright for use, and you can open it up and use it kind of almost like a locker. This bag sits just like a locker with two rackets on, or four rackets on the side. That's what I love about it. This, you know, most people, when you have your racket bag, you throw it down on the ground, you open this up, and it's just this abyss of where everything tennis has gone for the last year or however long you've had your bag. Having these shelving compartments really makes it nice. It's easy to change things around, to find things. I use a pretty big water bottle. I use a 36-ounce water bottle, Yeti water bottle. That's always been able to lay down in there and close with no problems. So it does fit in there in the new and old bag. So the depth seems pretty much the same. But overall, you know, they made some pretty smart updates with this bag. I really like it. The fact that the racket compartments are bigger really excite me. I'm looking forward to using it this weekend. I can completely close the bag, just makes it look a little bit more sleek. The logo, embossed logo, is a big piece of metal. I mean, it's gorgeous. The quality of this bag, you could just tell, is unbelievably well done. So I'll be interested to see how it holds up over the next year, how these work out, how the ventilated top pocket works out. But overall, this is a great bag. I plan to get plenty more compliments on it this year. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, let me know. And when I get back in a couple weeks from the trip, I'll do the same and leave a comment on how it's holding up and how it's doing. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.